Hello, I'm Sibyl English, and this is Sibella TV, home of the Sibyl Speaks. Every week, I come here to read short excerpts from the books I've written and to speak to you directly, honestly, plainly, and from my lived experience and truth. Right now, I'm reading from my newest book, The Mirror of Love. As you listen today, if something I read makes you think, she's talking to me, or you catch yourself saying, oh my God, that's exactly how I feel, I hope you stay with me, subscribe, and like the program, and meet me here each week as we keep telling the truth and growing together. All right, let's begin. There comes a moment in a woman's life when she realizes that every relationship she has ever lived through, every joy, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every silent resentment, every sacred bond was shaped long before the other person ever arrived in her life. Not because she summoned it, not because she deserved it, but because two inner worlds were about to meet. And there is no encounter more spiritually consequential than that. I write this preface as a woman who has lived long enough to know the terrain from both sides. I have been the one who loved deeply and the one who misunderstood the depth of another's love, and in some cases, another person's needs. I have been the one who offered healing and the one who triggered wounds I did not yet know existed. I have been the mirror that told the truth, and the mirror some people simply could not bear to look into. And through it all, I discovered the spiritual and psychological law that governs every human connection. And it is this: we never meet another person. We meet their inner world, and they meet ours. Some of those meetings became sanctuaries. Some became battlegrounds, some became classrooms, and some became storms that tore me wide open, not to destroy me, but to expose the places where my own healing had not yet reached. This is a book I had to write in order to find myself and uncover the living fire inside love itself. As I walked through the years, through marriage and widowhood, through motherhood and release, through love that lifted me and love that shattered me, I came to understand that connection is never formed at the surface level. It is forged at the level of consciousness. Determined by beliefs, histories, memories, wounds, hopes, fears, and spiritual posturing that live far beneath the reach of conversation and even the very best of intentions. This book was born from that understanding, born from the wisdom carved into my spine. Born from the Spirit who walked beside me through every collision of love and wound, again and again. Born from the truth that healing is not the absence of pain, it is the presence of clarity. You are holding a work that does not ask you to blame yourself nor to blame others. Instead, it asks you to see with maturity, with compassion, with discernment, and with the kind of spiritual intelligence that only life and living can teach. Each page invites you to understand the inner landscape of your mind, honor your reflection, and recognize the dynamics that have shaped your relationships for decades. I wrote this book because too many people, myself included, have lived entire lives without understanding why their connections unfolded the way they did. Too many people have suffered beneath unspoken complexities, misinterpreted affection, unhealed traumas, and unmet emotional landscapes. Too many have carried guilt for relationships that were already compromised long before they began. This book exists to restore insight, restore compassion, and restore a woman's ability to love fully without apology and without losing herself. As you enter this work, my writings, shaped by my own life experiences, I offer you my truth and my years. This book is my offering to the world, and I pray it meets you at the exact point where your own healing is ready to begin again. What you just heard was from my book, The Mirror of Love. If you'd like the full chapters or the complete body of my work, you can visit my website and get your own copy at PinkOpalAwakening.com. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for supporting me, my words, and my voice. Until next time, this is Sibyl English. God bless, take care, and I love you.